Not mad at all. Cool, man. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of people text me that they just couldn't jump on tonight, which is fine. I do want to start doing this more often on Wednesdays. We'll do what do you call it? We're gonna do this Wednesday nights around this time, unless there's another time day that works. But this seems to be the best. But yeah, just I want to touch on. I mean, we'll have a topic every time. This time I wanted to talk about nutrition and just kind of see where you guys are at right now, struggling, where I could help you. Or maybe there's things that maybe Wade you're going through that could help Chris, or Chris vice versa, or recipes, or just kind of seeing like day-to-day activities that we're doing that we're just fucking struggling, right? Or things that it could just take a little fix or a habit, that we change, and then it changes everything,
Yeah, sure.
So cool. So let's dive into first off. While I can see it there, Wade, let's talk about just like right now, like struggles that maybe you're having right now, the nutrition part of it, just in general.
I mean, the toughest part is like with work and stuff like that, especially because we have a candy cabinet
Yeah.
at work. And so it's like, it's right in the break room. So I like go in to like make lunch or something like that. And there's like, Butterfingers, Snickers, mini donut. I mean, you name it, they got it in there, and it's like 75 cents, real cheap. And so it's like trying to make sure I keep enough like healthy snacks with me. Like I bring in like, little like cuties or what, like those little oranges and apples and stuff like that. Or I try and bring like protein bars, like, I have a sweet tooth. So I try and bring something that's sweet with me so I can avoid it.
So your weaknesses are your sweets?
Oh yeah, big time. And with having with having kids in the house, I mean, sweets are like always around. They're always like, hey, we want to have ice cream, we want to have cookies. And if it's there, you're just like, oh man, it just like calls out. So thankfully I've got Luann who kind of kicks my butt every once in a while. And it's like, hey, no, here, eat this, try this. And, all that. So she's kind of helped me through it, but.
It is. The biggest thing with the sweet tooth craving, that's where fruits come into play. I mean, because it's natural sugars, and I mean, let's call it as sugars could be the fucking devil, right? With a lot of things, and it adds up real quick. And I mean, that's probably one of my biggest faults. Whether it's candy or it's like a margarita. Margarita is probably because I like Mexican food. And it's like today, we went to Jose Peppers today. I didn't have a margarita, but the fucking waiter goes, do you want your peach margarita? And I'm like, fuck, well, water. But I'm like, the fucking guy knows I order him enough that he knows. And I'm sitting there like, get your shit together. Because I know that shit goes right to my abdomen. That's where I hold it. Like I can have, ripped arms and this, that, but it doesn't matter because it goes to the areas you don't want. And the abdomen is always the last place you lose that shit. So if people want to get rid of their love handles or their waist, it's nutrition. It's not a fucking ab exercise or a core exercise, whatever it is, right? Like, Chris, I know we talked about that, right? Just like, it's one of those things where we could get on a bike all day and we could do all this cardio, but if our nutrition is not on point, those love handles are going to fucking stare at us in the mirror every time.
Yeah.
So you're ready to put down that sugar, whatever it is. Chris, what would you say your weaknesses are right now?
Timing, when I get home from working out, if I go to the gym in the morning, I get my girls, I'm trying to get them ready to go for the day. And a lot of times I won't eat breakfast. Just like everybody, I mean, I've got a sweet tooth too. I can avoid it a lot though.
Yeah.
I've been trying lately. I've been trying to bring my lunch with me to the office, but if I forget, then, all of a sudden I don't have time to go do this. I'm going out and grabbing a quick bite. So, then that just ruined what I was trying to do, So it's just having the time and planning ahead, and having the lunch ready to go. So that way when I leave the house, I can take it with me and making the time to eat breakfast in the morning. So I'm taking supplements in the morning and I'm taking, a protein shake and everything in the morning. I am making time for that. So at least I'm getting something, but it's still not a meal.
So you just add that, the protein shake in the morning?
Yeah, so I've been doing that for about 3-4 weeks now. I've been doing one protein shake every morning. and then taking vitamins, glutamine.
Okay. The protein shake's good. I mean, and I'm glad you started implementing that. So like for me, I'm going to give you a rundown because this is just so you guys, because I'm transparent with everything, guys. I'm going to tell you faults that I have. So you know, like, hey, no one's perfect. All right. And I'm never going to claim I'm perfect at this shit either. You learn from it and you get better at your habits and routines and you keep that shit. Because honestly, that's the fucking deal breaker, you know? And if you guys can be disciplined on all that stuff, you're going to succeed at this. One of the biggest things is like for breakfast, I get up in the morning at 4 or 4:30, depending on when I have to be here for a 5 a.m. client. I'm not going to make a shake. I'm not going to do that in a blender at my house. Like this is not going to happen because I already get bitched at enough. For waking up, you know, it's like here, right? Hold on, I'm blind. Where the fuck are my clothes at? Oh my God, you're blind to me. Can you just shit? I'm sorry. Then I get pissed at myself and frustrated that I wasn't prepared enough to get my clothes out the night before and put them on the sink or whatever. Because I just have to get that routine, right? Like the hallway bathroom should be for the kids only, and my bedroom bathroom should be for me. But I leave too early and wake everybody up. So I take everybody in my own fucking bathroom that I friggin' renovated like 4 years ago. That looks awesome, but I can't even use it because I get up too early. So it's like, holy shit. So the point of what I'm trying to say is I made a fact of when I get to the gym, I'm going to make myself a protein shake, and I'm going to drink that while I'm training everybody. So 3 hours later, right, I'm going to do it again, or I'm going to have a meal. And the other thing is putting shit in your calendar. I don't know if you guys saw a post or a text I sent out, like when we were doing one of those challenges. But, dude, I'm serious. Like, this shit works. And if you guys watch the module on the weekly plan, like I put that in there too, because this really does, whether you set it on an alarm or not, like you don't necessarily have to, I mean, mine vibrates and it tells me and I'll be like, oh shit. All right, well, I ate 20 minutes ago. So I'm in the right zone. So if you're doing that and you're getting enough meals in a day, it's going to help you with your metabolism. And obviously if you're being active, it's going to help spread the energy around because too many people have been doing shit where they're not eating and they're skipping food and then they're miserable all fucking day. I don't know if that's what you guys have been doing or not, but talk to me if you are. If you're struggling, let me know.
I've been guilty of it.
Yeah, I like eating too much, so I don't skip any meals. But what I've started to do, because I'm lucky I have a kitchen at work, so I like just bring a bagel in or whatever, and I can toast it at work and right when I first get in, so I don't have to worry about, or like I'll make like egg whites and sausage like the night before and just store it in the microwave at work, and so I can eat like right when I first get in, so I don't have to worry about making a lot of noise and waking up the family and stuff. But and I try and make sure I bring enough snacks so I can stay kind of eat throughout the morning and stuff like that, because I'm at my desk most of the time, and usually it's like I kind of know like around like 9:30, it's like, oh, I'm starting to get hungry again. And so I can eat something then, like some fruit or like granola bar or something, and that'll hold me over till I eat lunch like 11:30.
Right.
And then I usually get like around probably like 1:30. It's mainly I'm getting restless at my desk because I've been sitting all day.
So your deal, it sounds like to you, Wade, and I'm glad you're telling me this, because so you have a sedentary job where you're sitting at the fucking desk. So your activity level, unless you're coming to the gym, you usually come for an hour or so, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And how many times a week do you do that?
3. Yeah.
And there's 7 days in a week. So 3 times you do that. And then days that you're not at the gym, are you doing any activities outside?
I try, like playing with my kids. I need to, like, we've got stuff, like we've got some weights and like a bike here. And I just finished fixing I had to like clean up some stuff up there, and I just fixed it back up to where I can start using it. So now it's a matter of me getting motivated and getting up there and spending like a half hour on the bike, or maybe lifting some weights on the weekends. Because
those workouts that we have on the online trainer, you just do those, because those are with dumbbells, And I would say if you could add in a couple more on top of those 3 days. 3 days is great for strength training, man. And you're kicking ass in here and you're sweating and you're working hard. But you need a couple more days, right? Let's be better than 50% on lifting. So if there's 4 days and you're at 3, you're not at 50% yet, right? You need to try to get 4. And then on the eating, all right, we're not burning that many calories, right? We're sedentary, and granola bars and fruit, even though that stuff, you know, you got decent things there. I want you to think like protein. And Chris, you too. I don't
Okay.
As far as that stuff too, like I want you to, guys, I want you to think protein for every meal, like every 3 hours. And then as far as like carbs and fats, like, okay, when am I going to have my carbs and what kind of carbs? I want you guys to focus on complex carbs, and I want you to do that stuff earlier in the day when you need it for energy. Now, if you know you're sitting at weight and you're going to be doing it for 8 hours and you're not going to be starving, yeah, like have almonds or have, you know, some veggies or some Greek yogurt or something like that's going to fill you up, because the dairy, if you're okay with dairy, you don't have an allergy, that's going to help keep you fuller. Okay. And mix stuff in there like protein powder too to make it more flavorful or other stuff like that. But if you need carbs for like a workout, that's when I would have like, you know, brown rice and chicken or some shit when you know you're going to be at the gym in 3 hours, because your body's going to use that carbs for the energy. And then when you're done, and then you have like veggies, or you don't eat many carbs at night, you know, just because you're not burning them up. So it's one of those things that you just kind of, your timing of your food is when you want to take in certain things.
Okay. So that means if I'm working out at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, I mean, what time should I take in, you know, brown rice just the night before then, or?
I need to find out your schedule. So you get to the gym, you work out at like 5:30, 6 in the morning, right? And you stay for usually what, 30 minutes?
So I get up about 5:15. I make my shake. I take a pre-workout, and by 5:40, I'm in the car heading to the gym.
So that's Monday, Wednesday, pre-workout? Is it just caffeine? Is it like nitric oxide?
It's what's it called? That NO Explode or whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah. I took that shit years ago. You don't piss out your ass with that stuff, do you?
Nope. I can handle
it. I know you can handle it. I was like, people's systems are on a whack, and they changed the serum. But no, okay. So you got caffeine, you got nitric oxide, you got creatine. I'm guessing all that stuff's in it, right? So when you take a pre-workout, any pre-workout, it messes with your appetite, because you got stimulants in there. Most of them do. And you're just fired up and you're just ready to kick ass. So you don't have anything in food. You don't have any food before your workout. Your pre-workout is your wake up, right?
I drink that and the protein, and that's it. The protein shake.
You drink a protein shake and then you do the NO?
No, I do the NO first, and then I drink the protein shake on the way to the gym.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't mess with your stomach?
No.
Man. All right. Yeah. I would change that up. I wouldn't do the protein until after the workout.
Okay. Do what, 2 scoops?
Change that, first off. That could, because here's the thing too, and they should have told you this wherever you got the NO Explode. When you take a pre-workout and your stomach and the stomach acids and the way your body works and how it breaks that shit down and it utilizes the product and the blood flow and the pump and all this shit. If you drink a shake or you eat anything after consuming like a pre-workout, I don't want to say it makes it ineffective, but it pretty much it does, because it's one thing, because your body's now trying to take the protein or the food that you had and break down the food so your body will ingest it, but you just took a pre-workout that's supposed to do all this shit to your arms and your blood flow. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it kind of interacts with it and like makes it kind of not work. So it's kind of like you're not going to see the effect of that pre-workout. So that's why I want you to change that up, because then now as you're working out and you're tearing the muscle fibers, so that's what you do when you lift, right? We tear the muscle fibers, they break down. So now we got to rebuild it. So how do we rebuild it? Protein. So right after your workout, you're leaving the gym, you're filling up your shaker cup, whatever, you're putting your protein powder in there that you brought to the gym, or do it right when you get home. I'd probably do it on your drive though. So you drink it down, you get that in your system. And then honestly, I don't know what your schedule is from there. Do you take a shower? Do you take the kids to school? Do you go to work? Like, what's your?
So I get home, I take a shower, I wake up the kids, fix them breakfast, then I go back and get ready, get their clothes and everything ready to go, and then I pretty much have to be out the door. So it's a tight schedule.
Yeah. I like oatmeal, but I don't like eating oatmeal because it doesn't settle right before I work out. And if you have a pre-workout, it, like I said, it's gonna be the same thing. It's not gonna go together. So, it's like so it's just not gonna work. Do the pre-workout, do the protein shake, and then when you go home, you shower, get ready. I would do either rice cakes or you could do oatmeal. Some people don't like oatmeal.
What about yogurt or something?
Yogurt, yeah, yogurt. But what I was gonna say was you could do like a cup of Greek yogurt, and you could mix in some carbs in there, like Chex Mix or something. Like some people, or like whole grain, what do you call it? Cheerios or something that's not loaded in sugar. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then mix that in there, and that's like your cereal, but you're getting the protein in the Greek yogurt, right?
Okay.
That's great. And then it'll fill you up. Your body's already absorbed the fucking protein powder, so it's going right to the muscle, right to the injured areas that you just ripped up. So you're good there.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Perfect. So that's okay. So that's in the morning timing. And then from there, man, really guys, like look at the calendar, the weekly plan, and then try to do every 3 to 4 hours. I mean, let's see, like whenever you get up in the morning to whenever you go to bed, be realistic, right? And when that is. And then if you guys eat dinner with your family, right? Like what, do you guys do that, or are you guys all sporadic? Like, we're sporadic because I'm here. Yeah. So
we try and eat together, but sometimes like with the kids and stuff like that, yeah, we're splitting and kind of break it up.
If it wasn't for soccer effing up my schedule with the kids, because Tuesdays and Thursday nights, I don't train at the gym. I watch little JT and I do online stuff and I meet with clients and I talk on the phone and consults and stuff. But I could have a span where I could have dinner with my kids, but they're all in sports and she's taking them. I'm like, shit, what happened to family dinners anymore, right? Because the sports and competitive, and I mean, having 3 kids, you're getting pulled every which direction. And I end up being soccer mom and dad, Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, it's shit like that's going to happen. So, you're going to be on your own making food, or sometimes I'll, get food cooked in the crock pot. So then when the girls come home from soccer, it's already prepped, or I'll be on the grill. I'm more of a grill guy. I'm not going to take for that. My wife's the crock potter. I want to learn, because some of that shit, now that it's getting colder, you can make some badass chilies and stew,
Yeah.
And Chris, to go back to this, and Wade, I don't know if you're dealing with this stuff too, but as far as prepping, if you guys do not prep, if you're not prepared, you're setting yourself up for failure. I can't express that enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. That's where it's like I'll go through like a time where I prep and I do really good at it, and then like for whatever, like we get busy or whatever, and I don't, you have like a really busy weekend, and so I lose like that Sunday to prep for the week, and then it's just like, it's kind of like always get my lunch ready the night before, but then it's like I open up the refrigerator and see, okay, I'll grab this or I'll grab that, like whatever's left over, or just kind of throw something together really fast. Yeah. And so that's one thing I've really got to keep working on is making sure I prep and it's set that time.
Yep. Prepping.
James, do you know of any sites that you use for like meal prep ideas for a week?
Meal prep, like you said, services, is that what you said?
Well, just not services, but just like ideas for like different things that you can make for meal prep. I've never meal prepped before.
Okay. So yes, I do. And a lot of this, you have to know yourself. Okay. Because I'll tell you right now, there's times I'm so fucking busy, I get lazy, and I am the snacker type person. Like, for example, my mom knows it, right? And this is funny to say this. I'm going to show you this right now. My mom, this is funny because I haven't had this on film. Some of you have been in my office lately. You've seen this shit, right? My mom bought this. Like, I know you're at your office. I know you're at the gym, and here's some protein snacks and yada, yada, yada. I think I dipped one time in my life, She bought these fucking beef jerky. I'm like, looking at him like, fucking cute. Hey, Ma, I don't like dip, crack my lip. I'm like, is this a real thing? Like, sweet. I'm like, I love you. Thank you so much. Like, you're the best. Buy some shit on Amazon when it's on sale. Cutting it out, and I'm eating it with the spoon just to get the fucking right. But the thing is I was going somewhere with that. Now I lost my train of thought. Snacks, right? You got to have snacks around. Almonds. Amber's like, oh, let's buy the big fucking thing from Costco. You'll save money, blah, blah, blah. Are you going to put that in sandwich bags? Because I'm not, right? I know my weakness. She's like, but I'll do it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I won't. So I will fail at that. So I know my weakness. So I'm not buying that shit. I will pay the extra $1 to buy the 100-calorie pack, flavored, cinnamon, almond, flavor, whatever. Emerald is a brand, and those are good snacks. And having those in beef jerky, right? Those little things, you could do that. I wouldn't do that. Beef jerky, little pack or a big bag, and put that shit in sandwich bags. So you have that. Otherwise, you'll be paying a lot of money. Beef jerky is not cheap.
Okay.
But stuff like that. And here's the thing: anything that, and tuna packs, you can get the can, and you can open, or they have the packets now, right? And you can do the packets. But guys, anything that is like that is going to be loaded in sodium because it's preserved, right? It's not fresh. So fresh is going to be the best option. You know, if you're going to cook your own chicken, put it in Tupperware, right? Like Chris, like you, so that's your struggle. So Wednesdays and Sundays, I would say cook up like whether it's like 93% beef and have like a burger, but you know, okay, I'm going to get some fat from that. Maybe I'm just going to have that and some almonds. Or maybe you mix that, chop it up and throw brown rice or quinoa or something with it, you know, like having stuff like that and prepping it, having like 3 meals in a Tupperware and putting that in the fridge so it's ready. So when you leave in the morning, all you have to do is grab it out of the fridge.
Okay.
And they have these bags, they're called like the 6-pack bag or like a cooler bag that literally you just can put your Tupperware in there and put an ice pack in there and it'll last all day. And that's you know? So like that's one tuna, you know, brown rice, anything like rice cakes. That I could just pull out and just have a couple and eat some carbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have your
So
your proteins.
one thing Luann she got these for Christmas. It's like a little plastic thing.
Yeah.
And it's got like a big thing. It's got 2 little things. It's like a lid.
Yes.
And stuff. And so like she'll like prep a bunch of meals like for her. She'll like do like ground turkey and salsa and stuff like that. And she'll have it like loaded up. So she just throws that in her bag when she goes off to work. And you know, the bad part is if you have something in there, like one thing that needs to be heated up and everything else you want to stay cold, you got to kind of like take it out and everything. But it's like a quick and easy way. And they just stack in the fridge. And it's like, you know, she's a lot better at meal prepping than I am.
And something like that, Wade, you would, okay, so like what you just showed me there, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 different areas, a bigger area. For you, I mean, your protein is going to be double of hers. So if you see what she put, if she measures it out, puts it in there, you would have an idea of like, okay, that's about 3 to 4 ounces. Well, fuck, I need about 6 to 8, you know? So I'm either going to have that doubled, or maybe I fill one of the big ones in that little one, and then the other little one, I put almonds in there, or I put veggies in there. And I have almonds pack that I could throw in there on top of it before I shut it. So that way you can open up the pack and it's not mixing together or whatever, right? If there's salsa there, that's the other thing too, guys, is adding different flavor to those products, right? Like so if you have chicken's going to get fucking old. It will. So you need to have popcorn seasoning that's ranch flavor or jalapeno flavor or cheddar flavor or whatever. Just make sure it's sodium and it's not loaded in like the sugar. Because that's
what we run into is like we'll make something in the crock pot, like, you know, barbecue chicken or something like that. And then but that's all we make. And so we end up with a bunch of, you know, leftovers of that, and I eat it for like a couple days. And then I'm just looking at like, I don't want to eat this anymore.
Yeah.
And so I know I know Tracy was talking with Luann about how she'll pick like a day, like one week she'll make like beef protein. Yeah. And she'll make like different kinds of beef. And then like the next week she'll do like chicken. And the week after that she does fish. So she's kind of like mixing it up a little bit. Yeah. And so that's something that we're like, okay, we've got to start trying to do that because it gets old really fast if it's just like one type. And then then I'm just going back to like peanut butter and jelly and, you know, like or getting something in the cafeteria at work that's not good.
Totally. And that's where the habits happen, right?
Yeah.
I trained a company today out of their business, and the one guy tells me he walks by the vending machine and he's just in this fucking routine and doing it, and he keeps grabbing the same shit. And I'm like, dude, fucking stop. Go another way. Do the other direction. I tell you, I gotta share this with you because pizza is my weakness. And I'm in Kansas City, and I know you guys have good pizza here. I've been here for 15 years. But Chicago, being from Chicago, like pizza every Friday.
Yeah.
And there was a routine I was on coming home, and Little Caesars is dog shit pizza, but it was cheap. And at times I would pick some up just to fucking eat, and I'd eat the whole box, and I'd throw it away or in the garbage can, and Amber would never know. And it was just like, I didn't want to bring them down by bringing home a pizza. And I knew I can get away with it, where that's what I would tell myself. But since that fucking place is closed down, I haven't had pizza in forever. But it's the reason I'm telling you this is, yes, because I'm real, I'm transparent. And also the fact that if stuff's in your way and that's your routine, you will continue to make bad decisions based off that, unless you have the self-control and the discipline to not do it. So I hope that made sense, guys.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys are struggling with as far as like the nutrition piece?
I think that's pretty much it.
I think,
Chris, what about you?
I think part of mine is just dialing it, the right amount of carbs. I mean, I don't know.
I see you. You're tall. You hold it well. And I think for you, man, honestly, like I'm just throwing out this number, and it's not like this perfect number or anything, but honestly, I would think just for you, just because I know how hard you work and just the size of you too, I'd say 150 carbs would be solid for you a day. I don't think you need to go over that unless you're tearing it up on that bike and you're doing miles and miles. Then I'd say maybe 200. But like, I think it just becomes excess if you do more than that. And
I'll go, when I go on like a group ride or something, I feel like, there's this last Saturday when I did the 25-mile ride, I felt like I was just dead, like no energy whatsoever. So that told me.
How many carbs did you have that day?
Well, it was 8 a.m. that morning. I had a quick protein shake when I was walking out the door, but I hadn't had breakfast or anything like that. So
you had no carbs in your system.
Yeah.
So that's just out of curiosity. I'm not a keto guy or a fasting guy, but that's what that shit feels like when you're doing it and you fucking hate life and you're miserable. So your body, carbs are there for a reason. And I'll tell you what, like a hammer gel that I take or super carb, that's the shit that gets in your system right away. So that way it pushes you through this extreme exertion that you're putting yourself through with a workout or on the bike or any cardio you do. And your production is not going to be good if you don't have it in your system. It's like working out half-ass. Like, why the fuck even go then if you're just going to dog it or go half-ass, right? So not saying you are. I'm just saying, like, in general, that's what your body feels like when you don't have it in your system.
Yeah.
But, that's why when people do that stuff and they go really strict on diet and nutrition, they don't work out as hard, or and they still lose weight. You're still going to lose weight. It just comes down to what you want to look like, essentially. I mean, I know guys that have dropped tons of weight. I did a fitness show, and I did 12 weeks of strict nutrition. I did no fucking cardio. My cardio was literally those memes you see on Facebook, like, I just work out faster. Like, that was fucking, it worked. It did. But, like, my cardiovascular was dog shit. I would have never been able to do a fucking triathlon. I would have been smoked by my daughter in the mile. It'd been like all these things. But it depends on what you want out of life. What do you want? I want to be an athlete. I don't want to just be some guy that's ripped on stage, say I'm a fucking athlete when all you do is you're good at working out. Like, I don't know. That's my whole take on it. And I've seen lots of people change, and it is what it is. It just comes down to putting in the work. And honestly, Chris, like I would say, honestly, just 150 to 200 carbs. And just like I'm doing the math right here. So let's just say 150, right? So let's say we divide that. How many meals are you having right now?
Right now, I got 4 in a day.
Okay, so I'm going to divide this. Just be realistic here. I'm going to divide it by 4 meals. So that's 37.5 grams of carbs a meal. Okay? So even if you did like a carb with your protein every 3 hours, and then like let's say there was a random time in the day that you just had carbs for a meal and that was it. But if it equaled out to 150, I'm okay with that. I'm saying, like, if you're going to use that energy later when you come work out in the gym, or you do the online workouts, or you get on that bike, like that's plenty. But then also keep in mind 150 carbs, right? You times that by 4 grams. So you got 600 calories, right?
So I had 213 grams of carbs today in my diet, which is more than normal because we had pasta for dinner tonight.
Okay. And what did you do as far as workout today?
Just did the half hour with you.
So you probably burned about 450 calories. That seems to be
it had me at 300 something, but yeah.
213. What did you do for protein?
Protein, I had 182 for protein.
Okay. How much fat?
77.
77?
Yeah.
All right. So I just did your numbers real quick. And I want you to see this because people can go crazy counting calories or counting macros and they're like, oh, I fucking hate it. This is what I hate about food. And I get it. It's fucking tedious. But if you get this down to a point where you're not all over the place, you'll be fine. So right now you took in 2,273 calories. I don't know what you burned. I mean, maybe you burned 450 plus your BMR based off your body scan. Let's just say you fucking burned, let's just say 2,800 all day. So 2,800, right? Minus that is what? You got 600 negative. So you have a deficit of 600. Well, 3,500 calories is 1 pound of fat. You didn't even fucking get close to that. But you still did good. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole process, right? So if you did the same thing tomorrow and the same thing the next day, 600, 600, another 600, by the end of the week, you're going to lose 1 pound of fat. But then say you shit the bed on Sunday and you go to a fucking cheat game and tailgate, you just threw all those, but you're in great shape. You're riding, you're biking, you're tearing it up, but you just couldn't keep the nutrition down. So that's why your weight won't change. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yep, I do.
I hope that made sense because that's like the breakdown, the hard truth. But that's where people don't know because they're like, well, I don't understand. I'm eating chicken. I'm eating healthy. I don't know why I'm not losing. Because sometimes you're having the wrong product altogether. Like it has to go together. And then you're not burning enough calories. So like that's where the cardio comes into play, right? Even when you're not in the gym. So even though 30 minutes is great for the workouts, it's like also, okay, what about could you do an hour? Could you get more 30 minutes in? You know? Or can you do extra cardio on top of that?
Yeah.
So, sweet. What other questions you guys? Someone just jumped on. Who's this?
It's Luke. Sorry.
This is who? Oh, Luke. What's up, Luke?
What's going on?
Cool, man. Yeah, we're actually just finishing up. I've recorded this, so I'm gonna send this over to you.
Okay.
Done here. But guys, Wade, Chris, I'll ask Luke a couple questions. But is there anything you guys wanted to touch on before we get off, or is there anything you want to know?
No, I think I'm good for now.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing it on Wednesday nights and touch base on everything, so we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Cool. Chris, you got anything?
No, I'm good. I appreciate it. It's good. It's good info. I took notes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. If you guys obviously have questions, message me personally and we'll figure it out. But,
Okay.
Cool. All right,
Thank you,
guys.
James.
All right. I will talk to you guys soon.
Yep. Have a good one.
Yeah, man.
See ya.
Yeah.
See it.
Luke.
Yep.
What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Good. And yourself?
Good.
Nice.